So my preferred method of loading is through valve A. The reason for that is you're going to be able to load at more RPMs, more gallons per minute. It's designed to load quickly that way. Also, loading through hose A will allow your product to be filtered through the suction strainer screen before it hits the pump. That way your pump's protected, and it's the fastest way and the safest for your pump to load in through the valve A. You can also load through valve D and hook your hose to the D valve. When you're loading in that direction, you're going to be running the pump in reverse. And when you do that, you're not going to have a screen between the material and the pump. So the pump's going to be seeing anything that's in your remote tank's going to go through the pump before it hits a screen. So I try not to load through D so I can keep my pump protected. It doesn't hurt to go both ways. If you don't know what's in that other tank, you run a risk of running something through your pump and damaging it. The gravity off, the only time you would use that is if you're at a plant or another spreader truck has a pump on it, and they're going to use their pump to offload you or to load you through your A valve and C valve. That's when you're not going to use your pump. When would you want to do that? A lot of times I won't use my pump when I don't want to get material on my pump. I'm just shuttling material. I'll use somebody else's pump to load me and unload me. To load through the spray bar. Loading through the spray bar takes time. It's a little slower. There's two reasons you'd want to do it. One is you could preheat your spray bar and flush any material that's left in it out of your spray bar by loading through the spray bar. Another reason to do it is if you're going from a wet product that you've been spraying, like an emulsion that has water in it, to a hot product, you can slowly load through the spray bar into your tank to purge any water that might be left in the spray bar back into the tank. I generally would do that with maybe 100 or 200 gallons of oil in the tank, load through the spray bar, and get rid of that moisture that way. You can also use your pump to transfer from one tank to the other. To do that, you would select that function. You would hook your hose up to hose A and another hose to hose D. I'll show you to the back there what I'm talking about. Okay, so these distributors are built that you can use your pump as a transfer pump, which meaning that ideally I'd have this load port tied to a tank over here. I'd have this load port tied to a tank over there. I'm going to use this pump to move fluid from this tank to that tank without getting it into any of my plumbing or my tank. It's just going to go through valve A, through the bottom of the pump, out valve D. You can go forward, you can go reverse. A lot of times I try not to go reverse because you'll end up pumping material through your pump that's not screened. Every time you're going through forward position through load valve A, you're going through a screen before it hits the pump.